Hey there, everybody. It's Fred Thomas, and you are watching Rideable TV, the YouTube channel for Frame and Wheel, 80 bikes, and all things bike. And sorry to be a stranger. I've been so busy. I've been remiss on doing these videos, but I'm back. We have a lot of great things in the pipeline, so I want to get the videos going again for all 420 of you. So thanks for subscribing. And hey, I'm going to bike tour this Cannondale SuperSixEvo carbon frame set. But before I do that, let me remind you that Frame and Wheel is a leading full-service provider of selling services for cyclists, bike shops, bike companies, bike teams, and cycling-related nonprofit organizations. You knew that. And I will tell you, I spoke to two clients recently, and one client told me that he'd been trying to sell or thinking about selling his 3 or 4 bikes for about 3 years, and he still hadn't gotten to it. And another client had been thinking about it for about 6 months, and she had still not gotten to it. Both of them came around. They reached out to me, and we're working on getting those items to us. It's very easy. It will be the only work you ever do in this process. So just keep that in mind. If you got any questions about the process, just let me know. The phone number is right there on the website. Call me. Easier than sending emails, texting, whatever. Anyway, let's talk about this. This just came in. It's a Cannondale SuperSixEvo high mod in the education first finish. And, you know, I didn't spot too many, unique things about it. But there was just maybe one. And I'm going to take it out of the stand and show you that. But otherwise, it's just, it's a very light racing frame set. You can run wide 28 or 30 millimeter tires on it. It's really current. It's got the press fit bottom bracket, the flat type disc brake mounts, through axles, pretty much standard stuff. The only thing that's unique really is the seat post, which is a proprietary D-shaped seat post that Cannondale uses on these frames. It's called a Knox or a hologram. But anyway, this one's a 56 centimeter, so it's going to suit somebody who's, I think, 6 feet or so. The effective top tube is also about 56. The seat tube is 54, so there's a slope in it. Head tube is 15.5 centimeters. Tapered head tube, 1 1/8 to 1 1/4. It weighs in at 3 pounds 1 ounce, 1.4 kg. So it's light, but as I say, you pedal these things long enough and they get heavy. Yeah, let me take this thing out of the stand, because you've seen how frames now are aero, how they've, maybe in their design, but also in terms of the cabling. Again, they've managed to get cables just completely out of the picture. And part of that is wireless shifting. The other part of it is, you can't have wireless brakes, not yet anyway. So this is how they do it. I'm going to hold this up for you to see. There's a space in there through which the cables run, and that's how they are able to completely remove the brake cables from the profile of the bike. Didn't know that, so I thought I'd tell you. This bike is in good condition. It's seen some use, but it's definitely ready to ride. But some of you have been asking for closer pictures of the damage to the finish that it sustained from wheel flop, the wheel. And on the non-drive side, I'm going to show you, there's a chip in the finish from the wheel flopping over and having the top of the fork hit the bottom of the bottom bracket, or that little area there. That's about a 16 millimeter chip. It's got the same thing on this side. I don't know if you can see it. There's some still pictures on the listing on the store where this frame can be found. And there's some chips on the finish here and there on this side, and also on the D on the other side. Anyway, that was a dive into the condition, but it is in good condition and it is ready to ride. So if the frame speaks to you, it's on the store right now. We ship within one business day. And if it's going to fit you, make it yours. That's all we got right now. Thanks so much.